What's up, guys? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is going to be Monday at the time of this recording, and you may see this either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to be going over ARMANZ the Magnificent, as well as watching the video on the new 5th year anniversary for Raid Shadow Legends, and giving you my input and my feedback on what I think about the new Fusion Champion coming this week, as well as the 5th anniversary for Raid. So let's get into it. All right, I've got the video pulled up for Raid Shadow Legends 8.30 sneak peek. Let's get into this.
Hey everyone, Update 3.0 is almost here. So here's a sneak peek of what you could expect when it goes live. First up, Update 8.30 comes just in time for Raid turning 5 years old. 3.0 is almost here. Hey everyone, Update 3.0 is...
He said 3.0, that was a mistake, but all right. It's all good.
8.30 comes just in time for Raid turning 5 years old. Teleria is celebrating with the festival.
Crazy that it's been 5 years. Insane. Been playing this game for 4 years, since 2019, since it came out a year after release. And it's been a great time for me as a free-to-play player. I've also been a spender in the game as well. But honestly, I really truly have a great love for the game, and I'm going to continue playing it for a long time. But let me know your thoughts and comments down below. How long have you been playing the game? And how long do you plan on playing the game? And yeah, what do you think about the game as well? Leave it in the comments down below.
Old. Teleria is celebrating with the Festival of Creation, a huge party for all people to mark the very creation of Teleria itself. There's going to be loads of events, tournaments, summon boosts, and a bunch of free stuff.
All right, so free stuff. 5th year anniversary. Last year, we got an okay amount of like, what do we get? Like energy, maybe some books here and there, but it wasn't that great. It was okay. I don't think they even changed like the way that the entire layout of the main page looks in the Bastion, so to speak, which I think they do change it here, but let's see.
We've even redecorated the Bastion to get in the party mood. To help oversee this joyous occasion, we've hired a truly magical master of ceremony.
So that's interesting. At least they're actually changing it up and making it look really cool. I like that they're trying to put some more effort into making the anniversaries and making different holidays and things like that more theme based. So that's really cool for the game. I think they should continue to make the game more theme based here in this sense, because it makes it pop. It makes it seem a little bit more interesting, even though they're not really adding anything other than the aesthetics to the game.
Meet ARMANZ the Magnificent. This enigmatic and mysterious wanderer will be hosting all sorts of activities during the Festival of Creation, so keep an eye out for him. ARMANZ is a legendary support champion for the Barbarians faction. He'll be available via a special fusion event.
He kind of looks like, what's his name from frickin' Jack Sparrow. He kind of looks like Jack Sparrow. Doesn't he? And is that a sacred shard in his hand? It looks like a sacred shard. And why do his fingers have like demonic fingertips? Is that weird or what? He has demonic fingertips.
Running from March 7th to March 22nd, and you won't want to miss out. He's rocking turn meter manipulation, sheep debuffs, and cooldown extension. ARMANZ is a real showstopper.
Demonic fingertips. Maybe it's just like metal fingertips that you can place on yourself. They're like accessories, basically.
You can check out everything related to Raid's 5th anniversary with the Festival of Creation page, so you can stay up to date. The 5th anniversary party is not the only thing that's happening. There's also plenty of other things to get excited about in Update 8.30. We're adding new progress missions to reflect all the awesome...
What does it say? Clear one stage of Iron Twins Fortress on Force. Earn 200 clan gold from clan quests. Oh, jeez. That's going to take a while, so there's going to be a lot of time-gated missions. 100 bronze, silver, or gold crests in live arena. 5 crests per win. I mean, 10, you look at 20 wins there minimum. Take you about a week almost. Maybe if you grind crazy fast, you can get it in a day. Bronze 3 in live arena. I mean, that's pretty easy for most people.
Some content we've added to the game in the past
one of Iron Twins
year or so. There's 108.
Purchase 2 items in
The
clan
new
shop,
missions
ascend
coming,
2
focused on the hard
send artifacts,
mode
clear
dungeons
stage
live
1 of
arena.
Iron Twins, or maybe that was something else. Clear hard mode stage 1 of Dragon's Lair 20
First
times.
City, and more. You'll be able to get your hands.
Spend 300 clan gold in the clan shop. That's pretty easy. Earn 1,500 mortal soul coins from Iron Twins. Again, that's easy. You should be able to do that on a Sunday.
On rewards for finishing each mission, with milestone rewards coming after completing 60, 120, and all 180 missions. Completing all of them will give you a new free Void Legendary Champion, Marius the Gallant. This equine skinwalker isn't one to horse around. He's got a great set of...
So I did do a video on Marius the Gallant. If you want to check it out, I will leave it in the description down below or post it somewhere in the video so you can just click and follow that video.
Skills that we can't wait to show you in an upcoming dedicated Champion Spotlight video. Stay tuned. Update 8.30 also has some quality of life updates for you to enjoy. One we're sure will help you with crushing these new progress missions is an expansion to the area bonuses in the Great Hall. You'll soon be able to enhance your champion's effectiveness in the Sand Devil's Necropolis, Phantom Shogun's Grove, Iron Twins Fortress, Faction Wars, Doom Tower.
Most players, and it's also going to make the game a lot faster and easier for newer players coming into the game. It's going to allow newer players to go from 0 to hero way faster than any other player has ever before. So if you're thinking of joining and playing Raid Shadow Legends, now is going to be the best time to do it because you can actually get to a level 100 a lot faster. You can get Lydia, Ramantu, and other champions from missions and progress way faster than ever before in this game. So I think it's great that they're allowing faster ways to do things. They've got do double runs of dungeons now, pretty much double runs almost anywhere in the game. You can do now upgrade your... The only annoying part is, though, of upgrading area bonuses is that you have to run live arena, and live arena for some people is a pain in the butt, but there are some of those that, like myself, I love doing live arena. I just don't do it that often. I wish they opened up live arena for more than 2 hours at a time. I wish they opened it up for 3, 4, even 5 hours, maybe even the entire day, just because over time, people are going to start to fall away from live arena, and they really need to think about and consider opening it up for a longer period of time and just gating and stopping how many prism shards or prism crystals you can get from winning in live arena. Just consider it, Plarium. I know that you may or may not watch this video, but please consider it.
Cursed City. They'll work exactly the same. You'll just need to earn crests in live arena to upgrade them. Speaking of PvP, the other improvement is a tracker for classic arena offense battles. In order to stay in your current tier, you need to initiate at least 20 battles each week, but tracking them can be tricky. So we're adding a battle.
So right now they have trackers for live arena, which I think it's like 24 or 48 hours. You start to lose points from live arena. So now you're going to start losing points from arena, I assume. Let me just go over that again.
So we're adding a battle counter to help resolve that particular issue. When 8.30 goes live, you'll see it above your classic arena points bar. Finally, it wouldn't be a...
Okay, so it's just so you can stay in that rank. Now, the annoying part is going to be what happens to the players that are Krakens that don't decide to play arena anymore or old accounts. What happens is they might drop down to silver and bronze, really saturating silver and bronze, making it harder for new players to get out of silver and bronze. So unless they're going to make it so that lower level players just don't even see them on their list. I know that you can, of course, skirt around them and fight other players, but it's still going to cause an issue with players that just aren't really playing the game anymore. So that's going to be an interesting one.
Sneak peek without showing off some awesome champions our team has been working on. You've already met ARMANZ the Magnificent and Marius the Gallant, but they're not alone. The Ogren tribes are getting their first mythical champion. Try not to make this scrawny little fella angry. His alternate form has a monstrous temper. There's also reinforcements coming for the High Elves and Sylvan.
So cool. He looks like Dumbledore. He's the tree Dumbledore. He looks super cool.
Watchers in the form of a...
And this one looks like that new type of champion that you can get. What is it called? Let me see really quickly. So in Bannerlords, they have this guy, Aislinn. Is it a Unity? Yes, a Unity champion. So that's what this champion looks like here. This high elf looking champion is probably a unity champion, and you can tell just because of the flag on the back of her. And it's similar to Aislinn the Stalwart. He has a flag on the back of him as well.
A mighty warrior and an ancient Fey spirit, respectively. You can check out the update highlights posted on our forums if you want to see their skills before they join the fight for Teleria. And that's everything we got to show you this time around. We hope you're excited to celebrate Raid's 5th anniversary with us during the Festival of Creation. Don't forget to like the video, hit that bell icon.
Like, subscribe for more, they say. All right, so that's really cool. So I'm going to go over the new guy's kit as well, so stay tuned. I will be right back. All right, y'all, so I am back. I'm looking at ARMANZ the Magnificent right here. I'm going to take a look at his kit. I know he's going to be a pretty toxic champion just from looking at his kit first glance and seeing some videos, but I want to give you my thought process on this as a free-to-play player 100%. And is he going to be good for the game or not? Is he going to make the game way worse or not? And I'll go from there. So, A1 attacks one enemy. 35% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random active skill by 2 turns. That's extremely powerful already. Fills his turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. Okay, so 20% potentially of an increased turn meter on himself on an A1. That is very strong. Only 1 hit. It's not like super strong against. He's clearly not going to be a damage dealer. He's a support magic champion. But I think he's going to go 100% accuracy. You want him to go as fast as possible. He's going to be a speed champ. He's got the speed aura, as you can see, for arena by 28% at the bottom. So yeah, he's going to be a speed champion. On his A2, can book out to a 3-turn cooldown. It does have damage, but I wonder if he is going to be a damage dealer or not. I feel like he's not, but you never know. We'll see what happens when the test server comes out for the access with him. So attacks all enemies, steals all turn meter of each target. Steals all the turn meter except enemies under sheep. Also places a stun debuff for 1 turn on all enemies not under sheep. That's only good against, not good against champions that are force. It's good against everybody but champions that are force. So already first glance, looking at his A2, he's insane. I mean, steals all turn meter from every target, which means he's going to get another turn if he steals turn meter and they all have 60% or 40% turn meter. If just 4 of them, if he's in arena, for example, because that's where people are going to want to use him a lot, and wave-based content, right? He's going to be ridiculous for Doom Tower, ridiculous for Curse City, everywhere for PvE wave-based content. Now, I wouldn't say he's going to be good for Hydra, but for everywhere else, he's going to be really good for Doom Tower, for, again, dungeons, wave base, and arena. That's where he's going to be mainly, his bread and butter is going to be arena. And that's his bread and butter skill, right? But then again, we've got his A3. Books down to a 3-turn as well. Places a sheep debuff on an enemy for 1 turn. Then has a 75% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies, which potentially sheeps himself. So, oh man, that's going to be tough. If you face a team that has a lot of sheep and you use this guy, he's a stun magnet, right? Because not only is he going to be sheeping people and CCing people, he's also going to be getting sheep back if you're putting him up against people that have. He has a 75% chance of removing all the buffs. Fills the champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed. Jesus. And it books out to 100% chance. This guy is freaking wild. This guy is absolutely bonkers strong. He's just a turn meter manipulating god. I mean, Lysandra, he actually might be just as good as Lysandra. Not better, but in terms of speeding your team up, but speeding himself up in trying to manipulate the enemy's turn meter. So filling his own turn meter, he does a really, really good job. He doesn't fill your ally's turn meter, which kind of stinks, but he has that added layer of enemy crowd control, which is the stun and the sheep. So in that case, he's technically, in my opinion, he may be better than and more used than Lysandra. Because you can, whereas he can go with the A3, he can sheep, remove buffs from everybody if he doesn't get, hopefully he doesn't get polymorph, but then potentially take another turn if you put him in like a go second team. So far, this guy's looking really, really strong. On his passive, whenever a sheep debuff is removed or expires on an enemy, increase the cooldown of a random active skill on that enemy to its max. Yikes. Increase the cooldown of a random active skill on that enemy. That's insane. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. If there are multiple champions on the same team, this skill only will activate once. Only one will activate, rather. Damn. Okay, that guy's really strong, super strong. Do I think it's going to be toxic to the game, though? I mean, you know how Plarium is. Plarium's probably going to bring out other champions in the future that can counter people who can sheep. They're bound to do it because at the end of the day, they're going to want to make a profit or turn a profit somehow, right? Right now, all we have is Shuzen, right? Shuzen can remove sheep, but how often is it actually utilized, right? I don't know which one it is. If a target ally is not under sheep, places it, blah, blah, blah. If the target ally is under sheep, removes it from them, okay? So she's like the only champion in the game that I'm aware of that can remove sheep from an ally, which is pretty cool. But they do need to add more champions that can remove sheep from allies. Personally, I really wish that just cleansing an ally would cleanse a sheep as well. That would be really sweet if that was just updated, but that's not going to make Plarium money, right? So in general, I think it's a great champion. I think you should definitely be going for ARMANZ the Magnificent. I don't think you should skip him unless you're an Ultra Kraken, but even so, the Krakens are going to be going for this guy. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Will you be going for ARMANZ the Magnificent, or will you be skipping out and saving your resources? Thanks again for watching. Take care.